Hello, the internet.
Hello.
My name is Fran. This is my husband, Michael.
That's me.
This is a long video, so
Strap in. Get yourself a tea. Get yourself a coffee. Come back, please. No, come back. Come back.
take us with you.
Hello.
Take us with you.
Yeah, let's not lie. This is on a phone.
This is a slightly different setup to normal. Actually, no, I should go back. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel if you are a new or returning viewer.
Hello.
That's something that we are supposed to do at the beginning of videos, isn't it?
Yeah, we forget things.
I know what I'm doing. So this is a slightly different setup for the videos this time, because this is a quarterly setup. So we're only going to be doing 4 of these in the whole year, because the setups are very similar month by month, and then the months are literally just 2 spreads.
So whose is this one?
This is our addiction journal that we were working on. Okay. I don't remember what name we used because it's anonymous.
Patricia.
This is the Patricia.
And if you click the link, bing,
it will take you to the first video of the overall journal setup, which is under a different name.
Where we definitely didn't call it the Patricia. We should look that up next time.
We probably should. So
fair warning, we're a bit sniffly and coughy today. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're unwell again, as always.
Thus the lack of videos.
Yes. So this setup is, so she has a quarterly setup thing. So she's got her Q1 goals. Q1, of course, being January, February, and March.
Sure.
So we're a little bit late off the bat on this one.
Sure.
But she has these 4 sections, these 4 categories of questions, and it goes, this quarter I will prioritise, and then she has space to write down 3 things that, so not necessarily goals, not necessarily like specifically goals, but things that she wants to prioritise. So if that's like getting fit, or quitting smoking, or, you know, being better at brushing the cat regularly.
Okay, excellent. And what was the octagon?
The octagon was, there's a thing called Level 10 Life.
Oh, is it one of those graphs?
Yeah.
Where you go,
yeah.
Brilliant.
So the Level 10 Life is a thing, there's loads of videos on YouTube about it. It's like 10 categories, and you rate yourself out of 10 for each of the 10 categories. And then you look at what you can do in each category to level up 1.
Oh, yeah.
And it's unlikely that you'll ever be like level 10 in all 10 categories. But that's sort of the point of it, is you just
Let's use a cheat code.
And let's use a cheat code. That is actually costs extra for the DLC. Yeah, so the idea is that like you just take a moment to like take stock of how your life is doing.
Yeah.
And like you could pretty much sum it up into like bad, acceptable, and good. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't have to be 10 levels or
so
whatever.
it's kind of like 8. It's a little octagon, isn't it? So it's
yes.
8 different categories
and just quickly, what happened here is I forgot to record. So I've done these little tiles down at the bottom.
Oh, fun.
And there's a lot of editing here because it was hours and hours and hours.
Oh my goodness! Wait, did you draw that one on the right?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I thought that was tape.
No.
Oh my goodness!
You remember those days when I was in a really bad mood?
All the days.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So she's got 8 different categories. She's got house and home, relationships, sobriety, self-care, spirituality, health, finances, and giving or charity.
I really thought that was tape.
Thank you.
I thought that was why you bought the tape.
No, I bought the tape after this. And she's got in each of the Q1, in each of the categories, she's got this quarter I will prioritise. To accomplish this, I will. So she goes like, this quarter I will prioritise not quitting, not smoking. And she goes, to accomplish this, I will not buy cigarettes.
You are flexing with the drawing on this page, Fran.
I did enjoy it. And then she has 2 categories at the bottom, which is my perfect looks like. So my perfect looks like not having a cigarette for 3 months. But my good enough looks like cutting down to 3 cigarettes a day.
Fair.
So she gives herself like a perfect, like a perfection goal, and she gives herself a, do you know what? I've done it. I've done a good job goal.
Look, ridiculous.
You
Utterly ridiculous. All the poor people watching who make their own journals put a lot of effort in. For the record, she is a professional artist and is trained in this for a very long time.
Also,
so don't feel bad if you're not drawing like this.
Also, for the record, I don't do any of this in my own journals. My journals are never this well. Like, my journals are exclusively done with stickers and tape.
Actually, now I said the joke of you know every day, but now I'm getting a little bit annoyed because you did loads of this by the looks of it, and I distinctly remember you being like, "Oh, this was supposed to take me 45 minutes, and it's taking me 6 hours," and I'm just like, and now, this is only yourself to blame, isn't it?
Well,
it's lovely though.
It's not my fault. I started drawing and then I couldn't stop, and I hardly think that's my fault at all.
Who are we not sponsored by the way?
So we're not sponsored by, in this video, Scribbles That Matter. This is their B6 journal. No, sorry, their B5 journal. Haha, B5. It's 120 GSM. I chose to have more pages, rather than thicker pages, because the person that I was doing this for is not someone who will be doing much of their own decoration, and my sort of thing was essentially I'm only going to be doing things in black and white pen.
Okay.
So it wasn't supposed to be particularly intricately decorated or whatever. But what I wanted something. It was like, I'm very fond of this person. She's been very, very good to me as a person, and she's been very good to my mother as a person as well.
They've been very good.
Oh no, we've established that they're a she. But
Patricia!
I don't think that's going to give away the anonymity, because there's
Fair.
quite a lot of women in the world.
Fair. All right. Narrows it down.
So this is the January. This is where we get into the monthlies. So the January page has got a nice quote at the front of it, which is, "We don't shoot our wounded." And
You're just hand drawing lines in.
Yeah.
This entire January is just you being like, look at my superpowers.
No, but I mean that, like, look at how wonky that line came out.
Wait, what?
This one in the middle with the heart down at the bottom, the vertical line.
Oh, right.
It's like, it's not very straight.
Use a
Anyway.
ruler to tear tape. You don't use it for straight lines.
Yeah.
The ruler manufacturers will be fuming at this.
Um,
You know, we're not sponsored by rulers.
We're not sponsored by rulers. So the quote is, "We don't shoot our wounded."
Oh, that's lovely.
And there's something I heard, someone was talking about it in relation, so someone was leaving to go to Australia, and someone else was talking about the time that they had spent in Australia, talking with like the Aboriginal communities there, and there was this quote that came up, and I've Googled it, and I haven't been able to find like a definitive answer as to where it comes from, and I don't know if I'm conflating the two, because at the time I was watching Downton Abbey when they were talking about the nephew of Mrs. Patmore who got shot for cowardice, which it later turns out
Don't
is...
know, I've not seen. Don't spoil it for people.
I mean, it's been out for a long time. If you haven't seen Downton Abbey by now, you're never going to watch it.
I haven't seen it.
Are you going to watch it?
Yes.
Fine. Well, this nephew was shot for cowardice, but it's explained that now they know better, and it's not actually cowardice, it was shell shock, it was PTSD. And
What
so
if?
I think the implication was, because I think it was something to do with like the military regiments or something, but I think it's something to do with the practice of the British government of shooting their wounded, whereas the Aborigine people were like, we don't shoot our wounded, we take care of our wounded. And I thought that was very appropriate for, you know, within an addiction journal, within a sort of a place of someone struggling and needing help and support, saying we don't shoot our wounded, we support them. So that's where that quote comes from.
Why is the left side shorter than the right side?
So what I've done here is I have done some examples of what the tiles should look like.
Okay.
And then on the right side, I've got some examples. I've got like an empty square. I've got the first step. I've got the second step. I've got the third step.
Okay.
And then I leave the rest of them with the squares drawn out, but without the rest of the thing in. And the idea is that our friend Patricia...
I've got an idea really quick. Wait.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. That's as much as we can do with that joke.
Fine.
Carry on.
That's our copyright strike.
Bang.
But yeah, so then the idea is that she can fill in the rest of them, because she's not hugely artistic in her, like, she's not an artist, but she is very artistic, like she does a lot of creative things.
Right.
So
okay.
I wanted to give her like that something without the pressure of being like, here's an empty page, go and draw.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
So this setup is the same in every single month that I do for her.
Yeah, again, no ruler.
No ruler. She didn't need very much, but what she was using, she showed me, she was using an app where every day she would go in and like click the emojis that represented how she felt for the day, but she's not a very techie kind of person. So what we came up with instead was this like checkbox graph.
Are you trying to show it to me on paper?
No, I've written it down so that I can read them out
okay,
loud.
good.
And she has 25 emotions written down, and then she just goes through for each day of the month and goes, which of these emotions did I feel today?
Oh, look at you and your no ruler flexing. Again.
So, the emotions that we settled on are happy, sad, angry, frustrated, excited, scared, anxious, powerful, in control, out of control, embarrassed, proud, jealous, sympathetic, playful, overwhelmed, awestruck, competent, acopic, fragile, unimpressed, disappointed, grateful, concerned, and flirtatious. So she can go through, and instead of being like, was it a good day or a bad day, she can just go, you know, I felt happy today, but I also felt sad and anxious and out of control and jealous.
Okay.
Then she also has, she's got this brain dump on the front page.
Okay, yeah.
And this, I panicked because I thought it wasn't...
intricate enough.
I thought it wasn't decorated enough. So I took another pen. And also I thought it was very cold because it's like purple and grey. So I took a green for some reason.
I thought it was a yellow or a gold.
It's like, no, it's a green. It's like a yellow green. And I just doodled some crap around it, which I don't think actually added anything or contributed anything. So now we've jumped straight to the February setup.
Oh, it's both.
It's March as well.
Oh wow, we got to do March too.
Yeah, that's why it's
Right.
such a long video, because we're doing all 3 months of it in one video.
Is that because we're not going to do any videos in February?
Exactly.
Oh.
So in this journal, because the monthly setups are literally just the brain dump, the cover page, and the spread, which is the same every single month, I thought nobody wants to sit and listen to us talk about the exact same thing every single month.
But that's our whole spiel.
That is our whole spiel, but like it's pushing it. So the quote for February is, the most difficult thing is the decision to act, the rest is merely tenacity, which is an Amelia Earhart quote. Amelia Earhart, of course, being a feminist icon. I chose pink for February because it's got Valentine's Day in it, and I chose this peach colour because that's the pen that I picked up when I was picking up pens.
Fair. And you still, just no ruler. Screw the rulers.
Yeah, lots of straight lines.
Screwlers.
Transition. So I've erased all of the pencils, and I'm going to do some more tiles. And I mean, it is a long video.
And she, in between January and February, she came out of the office and came up to me and went, "Oh my God, it's taking so much longer than I thought it was gonna. Oh my God." And then she planned 4 more very intricate things.
Yeah, essentially. But in the January, when we look at the flip through, if you look at the January video, what you'll see is that the tiles were off center, because I didn't do any kind of preparing, so I had to put a line of tape down the side to like balance it out. This time,
When you put the tape down, did you use a ruler?
no, I used scissors to cut it. This time I actually measured out the tiles so that they were centered.
Ah, okay. Dun, dun. No, we can't do it anymore.
So that's me figuring out
Are you doing a different pattern?
different pattern.
Oh.
So each month is a different pattern. So that's your basic. Like, you start with the box with the 2 boxes in the corners, box with all 4 corners, crisscross with 2 petals, crisscross with 4 petals. And then when you line them all up together, they make this like nice little tile pattern. I've gotten really into the like Portuguese tiles recently, and I kind of want to redo the bathroom. I won't.
No.
I won't.
I'm saying no, for the record, because we've redone the bathroom already.
Oh, and then I put in more things in the corners as well, because I thought it looked a bit empty.
I'll tell you what, you sell 2,000 journals and we can redo the bathroom.
Okay. But like you can see actually that the step by step of the tiles is really quite like it's not a lot of stuff going on in the tiles. Like it's literally 4 boxes, a crisscross, and 8 petals. That's all you've got going on in the boxes. But when you put them all next to each other, they look really complex and like overwhelming. And here you get to watch me absolutely mess it all up. And then I tried to fix it with a white gel pen, and I had to mute myself there. I've changed. That was me walking past and having to unplug the lamp because the lamp goes across the walkway. So that was me having to unplug the lamp to go and get the other materials to try and cover it up more.
Oh yeah, no, it's a big old wire that crosses the room.
It is, and
it's incredibly safe.
Well, at least it's at like chest height rather than that's my hair.
No more journal.
No more journal for you.
So wow, you say if you look at it, it's really simple. Fran has this thing because I play chess.
Yeah.
And when I play chess, Fran has this lovely saying where she's like, "There's no difference," because she doesn't play chess. She said, "There's no difference in her mind between me and Magnus Carlsen."
Well, no, there isn't though.
Because both of us will beat her every time.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't get chess, doesn't want to get chess, doesn't really care. And so it's just like, what did you say? It's like ants moving on a board.
Yeah.
You're just like, there's a load of ants. I don't know what's going to go where.
Well,
I don't
you've got
care.
32 pieces. How am I supposed to remember which one's where?
My point being, of all of this...
Oh, I had to get paint out to cover it up because it was so bad.
My point of all of this is that when you're like, oh, if you look at it, it's actually quite simple. This is ants to me.
Okay.
I'm like,
Are you saying
it's
that?
simple.
Are
No.
you saying that when it comes to artwork and journals, there's
no
no
difference
difference between
between
me
you-
and Magnus Carlsen?
No, there's a lot of difference between you and Magnus Carlsen in journals. I reckon he has a personal assistant.
I actually think that would be really fun. I bet he'd be a really interesting person to be like a PA for.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, I never actually finished talking about the other things that were
Sorry.
in the monthly spread. So in the monthly spread, the only other things that she needed were somewhere to put how much money she's earning in, because she works for a few different people at the same time.
Okay.
And then she says that she has like 2 or 3 bank accounts and she checks them about once a week, and she just wanted, like, she didn't need to like log or track anything. She just wanted a space to be able to write down whatever it was that she had checked from the bank statements, so that she had like a rough idea of what was happening with her bank account. And then she's got a section for notes, so that if she owes someone money, or if they owe her money, or if she needs to remember to like buy a specific thing, she's got somewhere to like write it down.
Oh, great.
But other than that, she didn't really need any things.
And so we're into March.
We're into March. This is another quote that I found on Pinterest.
We don't know who it's from.
We don't know who it's from.
Oh, that's a shame. It's a great quote.
It says, "I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm telling you it's going to be worth it." And that is what I tell myself every day when I have to go to the gym, apart from this morning when I woke up and Michael told me that I didn't have to go to the gym because I was unwell.
Yeah, I think it was a good decision. I stick by it.
Unfortunately, today was going to be day 1 of 5 in a row, so I have to be better by tomorrow.
It just doesn't make any sense. You go to the gym when you're ill. You get everyone ill.
I know, and I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is March. March I chose Bart Simpson colours, orange and blue.
Fun.
And I think when I do I think that green there that's on the side is the colour that I'm going to do the lines on. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's horrendous.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's too bright. But I learned these things as I went, unfortunately.
You can only go by the lids.
Oh, no, I had a test page at the back. I flipped to it multiple times in the videos.
Do yourself some favours. Oh, lovely.
I think this is just the flip through.
Oh, great. Oh, look at that. I thought those were tape.
That's very flattering.
That's excellent.
So here we go. January, we don't shoot our wounded. And then I've got, that's the monthly spread. So you've got the money in, the balance, the notes, and then the month of many feelings.
Fair. The month of many feelings.
February, with extra decorations. And then again, the colours. I tried to like pair them up so they're not completely monochromatic. And then, it's not so bad.
And they're different
The
from
green
month
isn't
to month.
quite as bad as I thought it would be. But it is pretty bad here. Or, doesn't that give you a headache? That is the end of the video.
Kind of looks like a shirt.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
Okay,
end.
bye!
Bye, friends.